Welcome to another episode of the Regular Guys Podcast. Tonight we're going to be discussing, are the Chiefs still the king of the AFC West? Also, we're going to be talking Dolphins football. Are they a contender after their big comeback win this past weekend? And finally, we will discuss, why is Matty Ice wearing a clown mask? I wonder why. But you'll find out only here on Regular Guys Podcast.
Regular Guys Podcast.
We're back, Regular Guys Podcast. And before we get started, we got to thank you guys. We got over 205 views on YouTube, and we're all excited about it. We love doing the podcast, and without you guys, it wouldn't be possible. So thank you very much. Enough of that, though. We got to talk some football, baby.
Yeah, man, it's been a very weird week. Now I get it. For those of you who are watching, Matt, what are you doing? You got to clown. We're going to get into why I have the mask. I miss you, beautiful people. I want to give my kudos to these guys last week. They did a beautiful job filling in, while I was resting and whatnot. So, hey, we appreciate you guys. But, starting off with the bang in Arrowhead last Thursday, I'm not going to lie. I personally picked the Chargers because I saw it as a changing of the guard, and up until a tap on the head from Gerald Everett, it was looking like it was going that way. I don't know about you guys. I'll let you guys kind of say how you feel for yourself. Me personally, I'm blaming 100% on coaching. It's not the simple fact that you didn't go to a huddle. It was just more so the simple fact that you went to the guy who was tired. If anything, run the ball.
That was first
down. It's literally first down. Run the ball. Austin Eckler, Sony Michel, Kelly, whoever. Just literally run the ball. And we're probably talking about this in the limelight of, are the Chargers the real deal? Is this the Chargers division to lose type stuff? So that was my main knock on it. It was a good game, honestly. It really was. Herbert,
great game.
Absolutely that guy, in my opinion. Playing hurt, still almost win. I mean, we all saw the play. My guy literally has the first down within 2 yards, and he can't even run to get it.
Ball.
And then
Run the ball,
immediately next play, throws a dime across the middle of the field.
Yeah, that was something else.
Like, that's, and just the last thing I'll say before I pass it on to Jake is, this is going to be a fun matchup for years to come.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, Mahomes signed, that contract, baseball type contract. He's not going nowhere. Herbert, still on the rookie deal. He's next. I can't wait, to be honest with you. Hopefully it's more so back and forth instead of one-sided. But yeah, man, that's me personally. That's what I took from that Thursday night game of the Chiefs and Chargers. What about you, Jake?
Yeah, so it kind of goes in line with what I kind of said when we were talking about the Chargers, as Staley's kind of coaching for his job, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because you saw Herbert is 100% the guy. Like, there's no question about it. Like, he is putting everything he can into this team. Granted, the pick six, you should realize that your tight end was asking to be put out.
Yeah.
Meaning he's gassed and he needs a breather.
Yep.
And, probably audible into something else, or if you have to call a timeout, I don't remember if they had one, but call one, reset. As a quarterback, you should know what's going on with your personnel. But again, it's year 3. You are seeing progress, but again, a lot of the stuff that happened are on Coach Staley. So I think if they have a better coach, an offensive-minded coach that knows has been there, done that, they win that game, and they win it easily because that defense was manhandling Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Yeah, we're beating them up.
Like, it was crazy. And Khalil Mack, ladies and gentlemen, is Khalil Mack. I will tell you that.
Chicago style.
Yeah, Mack attack is back. Okay.
Yeah, he is.
And then J.C. Jackson, I know he got burned by like a scrub that they got off the streets out here looking like invincible with Mark Wahlberg catching that touchdown. But he's going to be fine. It's nothing to worry about. He had a crazy surgery in the offseason, pretty serious injury. First game back, no OTAs, no training camp. This was basically his preseason game.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about the Chargers. Herbert's going to be fine. And we will talk about Eckler soon, fantasy football owners.
I'm over Eckler.
Do not be worried. I have stats to help you out. I can tell you, don't worry, stay calm. But I'll take it to Sean, see what he's got to say. But as far as the matchup, I'm not concerned about either team really. It's going to be great moving forward.
So both of you guys are saying that you're still not giving Kansas City being the AFC king. No, you're still saying Chargers are going to still get it. Are you leaning one way or another, Matt?
I'll say I'm going to retract, and I'll say that because of the simple fact the Raiders are not who we thought they would be. I get it. It's still early. The Broncos are definitely not who we thought they would be. The only two teams that have shown up to this party are the Chiefs and the Chargers. And I do think they can win the next matchup in Los Angeles. It's going to come down to who loses to the Raiders or the Broncos, honestly. But as of right now, I'm leaning a little bit more towards, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
And I am too. I did pick them, but I can see both sides because they did play at Arrowhead, first of all. They only won by a field goal. And Justin Herbert had one stupid mistake, and that cost the game. Without that one stupid mistake, they win that game. I felt like their defense was just dominating, hitting Patrick Mahomes every single time. He was throwing the ball in the dirt a lot. Chargers actually impressed me more in that game. I still have the Chiefs winning that division, but it's going to all count on that game when they play against the Chargers at home. That's going to be the big deciding factor. Justin Herbert, amazing. Patrick Mahomes, amazing. It was such an exciting game, probably one of the better games of the year. So we'll see if the Kansas City Chiefs stay on top, but they definitely got a battle on their hands with the Chargers. But I have
just one last thing before we. Okay, if we want to check out just the simple fact of the pick. Chargers did have everything going with them to win this game. I understand. Okay, we had the pass interference that Derwin James ended up getting the pick. Okay, you wiped that out. Asante Samuel. I know you're watching.
Oh my gosh.
Your dad would literally be disappointed in you now.
Yes.
Asante Samuel Sr. was known for the pick, and then we off to the crib. We're celebrating. Had he at least
he had two or three opportunities. He had two or three opportunities in his hands. It was insane.
In his hands. So it's still young. I mean, J.C. Jackson came back. That was his first game. Obviously, he's still probably shaking off the rust of just a tad bit. It's a fun matchup, though. I definitely got to say that.
Didn't Asante Samuel drop a pick in the Super Bowl to my Giants?
No, it's come full circle.
Oh, man.
It did.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm just saying, maybe
Jake has receipts, guys. Maybe receipts.
Maybe the drops are in the DNA. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Asante Samuel Sr., man, he was on
that man
level
is nice.
Picks.
Yeah,
yes,
that man was nice.
His sons are actually. I was very impressed with them overall, but the drops were just. Yeah, those are. If you're gonna beat Patrick Mahomes, you need to make at least one of those. You got to win that turnover battle. So, hopefully he can catch the next three opportunities he gets. One of the three opportunities he gets. But he dropped two or three of them. It was pretty bad. All right. So I have a question for you guys. I know we all watched this game. It was probably the most exciting game of the weekend. The Dolphins versus the Ravens. I have a question. I'm going to go to Jake on this. Jake.
What's up?
Are Miami for real? Or are the Ravens secondary just awful?
So I don't think the secondary is bad for the Ravens, but come on, Harbaugh. You're not going to give any help up top knowing that you have two speedsters. Yeah. Like, that's just bad. That's just bad, adjustments. Like, adjust, my guy. Like,
they were confused. They were confused. Yeah. I think what happened, but yeah, that was.
I'm not going to take that away from Tua and the Dolphins. I'm not. No. Yeah. You took advantage of what was in front of you, and that last touchdown to Waddle, he threw it on the run. It was right where it had to be.
Oh my gosh!
I'm just saying, and I hate it. Why you see me cleansing my palate constantly, because I don't like the taste that it's leaving in my mouth. I don't like it. That Miami's legit.
Yeah.
Legit in the fact that they're going to be in every single game.
Yeah.
And even when they're an underdog, don't be shocked if they pull out the victory.
You know who they remind me of?
Who?
Not to cut you off. They remind me of Golden State in basketball.
Okay, I was thinking the exact same.
They could be down 20 points, and then all of a sudden,
it wouldn't matter. Yeah.
Yes, and all of a sudden, a couple threes from Steph, a couple catches from Hill, that changes the ball game. But yeah, anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, and as far as like Tyreek Hill is amazing. Like he's so good, he'll take away all the attention away from the rest of the offense.
Yes.
When he's out there, you have to pay attention because let's say they decide, all right, let's start covering Waddle. You can't leave Hill one-on-one.
Yeah.
So you double team Hill, you still got Hill's little bro, Waddle.
Yeah.
We've seen that dance a little too much that he does in the touch in the end zone.
It's a little annoying. But
and then we'll see what's going. They're definitely second in the division. Can they fight for first? We'll see, especially this weekend. We'll see.
It's a big game this weekend.
It's I'm gonna say this. All right, now look.
I gotta cleanse my palate again.
Tua is legit. Okay, Tua is legit. Now, as far as how legit, we will see as the season goes. Will he be elite? We don't know. I honestly can't say. It's still too early. But right now, Tua is legit. He is showing that he is their guy. You don't have to go out and, at least for the time speaking, Dolphins fans, don't come back later on. Well, man, you said he was legit with the clown mask on.
Another clown mask next week.
Yeah, another clown mask on. You know what I'm saying? So just I'll say this: the Dolphins put the league on notice yesterday.
They did. They really did.
They absolutely put the league on notice. I was watching a little bit of the game. Just for a small second, they were down. And I said, okay, here we go. They're coming back down to earth. We all kind of figured they beat the Patriots. They always beat the Patriots in Miami.
Yeah.
That's a given.
They didn't look good for three quarters. They didn't look good for 3 quarters.
They did not. And then Hill left cramps for a little bit. And I said, okay, yeah, it's over. And Tua said, nah, I'm good. I got y'all. Bombs everywhere. Gesicki's out here trying to do his version of the gritty, although it failed miserably. I appreciate it though, Gesicki. You did.
It wasn't a good giddy, no.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest, but hey, you tried. I gotta give you A for effort.
Yeah.
They definitely put the league on notice. Yeah, go ahead.
I have a question for you, Matt. I want to know your opinion on this first. Is Hill and Waddle the best 1-2 punch in football at wide receiver on any team?
Okay, so it's funny you mention this because I honestly can't think of a time where we saw this type of speed duo.
It's insane. They had over 350 yards receiving between them.
And this is the Ravens.
Yes.
Like, this is the Ravens. Like, now, I will say this. The Ravens, everyone they're known for playing man. So with that speed, it is easier to get loose. If they replicate this against a team who plays zone, the Buffalo Bills have been playing a little bit more zone lately, as Jake mentioned. We're going to see that matchup this week. if they replicate that with the zone, how do you stop it?
Yeah. No, I
Like,
mean, they're explosive, man. It was something else to watch, man. I was like, they can be a scary team for sure. That 1-2 punch is nasty, man. What about you, Jake? You think they're the nastiest 1-2 punch? I can't think of anybody else better. Like two solid receivers. I mean, they're just so explosive.
I mean, if you want to go way back, maybe Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison,
for sure,
Carter and Randy Moss. But I mean, recently,
it's hard.
Yeah, recently you got to give it to them. And this falls back onto what I was saying with coaching.
Yeah,
coaching means a lot, and it looks like McDaniel is the guy. Because who knows in that same situation, what was Brian Flores going to do?
Yeah, he would have probably ran the ball on third down, you know.
Exactly.
Throwing the bombs, trying to get they had to score 28 points to get back in the game. So
yeah,
that was crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think you hit it right on the head, Sean, with the Golden State comparison. I can't even sit here and say like Waddle is like 1 or is number 2. In my opinion,
I know.
I say Hill is 1A to Waddle's 1B.
Really,
like they just both
Waddle
share the same role. It's crazy, man. Like, I've mentioned this before, and I know a couple of people who have laughed when I compared him to Drew Brees. Tua reminds me of Drew Brees.
He does.
Like,
I actually see that. I mean,
yeah, like
it's hard to compare, but it's talent-wise,
yes, career-wise, yes. I'm just talking from a main talent perspective.
Yes.
That Drew Brees and Tua are alike. I'd say, obviously, and I think we'd all agree, Tua is definitely a little bit more athletic, mobile than Brees, and we'd probably say Brees is probably a little bit more accurate than Tua. But the skill set is there for the comparison. And like I said, man, yesterday they put the league on notice.
I think it's going to come down to is Tua decision making, because also in that game, the first and second quarter, he threw 2 INTs, and one of them was just a very, very bad throw. So it's going to be a lot of his decision making, but he has the accuracy. His strength of his arm is not the best, but when you have Hill wide open, you know, it's hard to miss the guy. But yeah, I agree with you guys. I mean, that's a nasty 1-2 punch. They're scary. They are scary, and the Bills are going to definitely. I think they're going to have their hands a little bit more full than they thought they would. Honestly, they look good. Miami really look good.
Yeah, it's so now, Sean. Let me ask you this real quick. We're looking into week 3. Give me a score prediction
for the
Bills.
Is it
Dolphins.
It's in Miami.
It's in Miami. Yep, it's in Miami.
I'm picking the Bills. I'll pick the Bills. I'll say 27-23, Buffalo. I think the Bills defense will definitely be a lot better. I mean, and that's one thing I was going to say about Baltimore is they had 3 rookies in their secondary. They had 2 cornerbacks that were both 4th round picks, and then they had the safety. I forget his name. He was the 1st round pick, but they were all mixed up together. They couldn't. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. They were not reading the right routes or not hearing each other. It was bad. That's why they were started arguing and everything. But yeah, it was. They're a younger defense, but I still think the Buffalo Bills have the defense to at least contain them. Not stop them, but contain them. So I got the Bills, but it's no walk in the park for sure.
Yeah, I'd agree. It's going to be a lot closer than maybe we would have guessed 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. For me, the difference will be the Dolphins defense has been spectacular the last couple years. So far, they've come off to a little shaky start. Although this past game, they made adjustments to shut down Lamar a little bit to make the comeback.
Lamar was actually awesome too, man. A bummer somebody had to lose that one.
No, for real. But and I'll just say this before we move on: this is a different beast of an offense than Lamar
They really are.
And the Ravens. If there is ever a perfect game for the defense of the Dolphins to awaken, this would be it.
Yeah.
This would be it. I know you guys are looking like, man, I can't take you seriously, bro. This
Okay.
mask is on your face. Blah, blah.
Explain
We're
yourself.
we're going to get to why I'm wearing the mask. Don't you people wait. Just please wait. Just wait. We're going to get
why.
there.
Do you know Jake? I don't know why, Jake. Do you? I don't know why he's wearing his mask. Like this is just weird. I don't know, but we'll see.
It's crazy. It's crazy, man.
Let's find out.
You know what? In fact, you're gonna see right now. All right, you guys wait.
Let's do it right now.
I gotta give the people.
We gotta focus on, the meat and beans of this pod right here. This is what we gotta focus on. Okay. Okay. Why?
I am wearing the mask because a couple shows ago I came on here and I talked to you people and to my guys right here, Sean and Jake, about how the Indianapolis Colts would make it to the Super Bowl. In week 1, we have tied to the Houston Texans. All right.
Yeah.
In week 2, not only do we lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars, we get completely shut out. The guy right behind me only receives 9 carries.
9 carries, man.
So
Coaching.
Don't worry, people that are listening. Don't worry. I am here to tell you myself, I am a clown for saying that the Colts were going to the Super Bowl. This is my punishment. I did this myself to show you, hey, you know what? I was wrong. I understand. You're like, wait, man, it's only week 2. I get it. Please, Chris Ballard in the organization, I know you're listening. Please fire Frank Wright. I need him gone like now. Please let him go. Please, just do me that one side. I was ready for the man to go last year, and yet he's still here. Realistically speaking, this is just a frustration. Yes, I am still upset. I can't help but still be upset. It was the Jacksonville Jaguars. A friend of ours, Ivan, went to the game. I tried to tell you, Ivan, don't go to the game. He went anyway.
24-0. Trevor Lawrence is out here looking like he only got 5 incompletions the whole game. He was diming them up, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. And Matt Ryan, are we sure that's not Carson Wentz wearing that uniform, Matt Ryan uniform? Because he is 3 INTs. He is turning the ball over.
Last game, I blame him. Last game, I would definitely blame him. Yes. This one, the offensive line just looks horrible.
Yeah, that's weird too because they got
the
offensive line
was supposed to be one of the best offensive lines. It looks horrible. Yeah. So I give him some slack because he was pressured all game. For those of you who don't know, Josh Allen and Duval, no, not for the Bills, the defensive end, Josh Allen is. You may not actually get to see him because he plays for the Jags, but he is legit.
He's legit.
And he was out with we had no Pittman, we had no Pierce.
Yeah, the offense was beat up.
Yeah, but in a game where you thought, okay, hey, the guy right behind me received 31 carries against the Texans. Let's just do the same, even if it don't work.
Yeah, no.
Reich said, don't worry, I got you. 9 carries.
Yeah, they had the Mike McCarthy week 1 game plan right there. It's like, just run the ball every once in a while, dude. Yeah, it was
literally.
Ugly. Yeah,
literally. But realistically, before I let you guys chime in, realistically, once my mind was starting to clear out, because this division is so trash.
Yeah.
Realistically, we are still in the playoff hunt. And depending on what happens on the outcome today of the Titans in the Bills, the freaking Jags could be sitting at the division.
Could you imagine, Jake? Could you imagine the Jags winning that division? Oh my goodness!
I mean, what I was gonna bring up was, did we underestimate the Jacksonville Jaguars?
I was impressed with them.
This is the second week where they're in the game. They're fighting. You know who they're reminding me of? The Lions of last year.
Oh, yeah. Losing every game by 3 points. Yeah,
but they're in it, and they're in the game. It's competitive. It's maybe one or two plays, one decision here or there that makes or breaks the game.
Yes.
So, and Trevor Lawrence, ladies and gentlemen, he's looking like a first-round pick.
Yes, he is.
He's probably the one quarterback out of that draft class that you can say is well deserving of not only a starting position, but his draft pick, where he was picked in the draft. Maybe we just underestimated the Jags. Maybe they're not as bad as we thought they were. Maybe it was bad coaching and not having the weapons. They go out, they get a head coach. Doug Peterson, been there, done that, has a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah.
They revamped the offense. They got weapons. Both running backs are healthy. O-line is better. Why not? Maybe we just underestimated, and maybe we overestimated the Colts because their defense has been so good. And last year with Wentz, you're like, oh, a Matt Ryan, better decision maker, should win more games. 2-3 picks last game.
You come on the show with a clown mask on. That's what you do.
That's why he's wearing it. Is because
and that's why I'm wearing the clown mask.
He said Super Bowl, and you know what I'm gonna say?
Super Bowl.
I'm gonna quote the great Jim Mora. Playoffs.
Oh, no.
I hope I can win a game. I hope I can win a game. Playoffs.
That's crazy.
And the funny thing is, it wouldn't even shock me. We do this all the time. It wouldn't even shock me. We played Chiefs this week. It wouldn't even shock me if we beat them because this is just what we do. Suck against the bad teams, and then we come out against the top of the top. Oh, hey, world, look here. We can beat a good team. But I could honestly, whatever happens. I'm going to continue to support.
Who would have thought that going into week 3?
Yeah.
Out of our teams, Matt's team would be the worst.
I mean, I still say that Dallas is probably more.
I mean, if we're gonna go off just record wise,
yeah. I mean, that's shocking. I mean, that their schedule's so easy. Yeah, but you know, the Texans, they're playing tough. I mean, they're not lighting up the scoreboard, but their defense looks decent. And Jags, like you said,
Davis Mills is a nice quarterback. He's not great. He's a nice quarterback.
And the Jags should have beat the Commanders. I always say Redskins. They should have beat the Commanders the week before. So, I mean, maybe they're a little bit better than what we all thought. And obviously the Colts are not.
I'm a clown, people. I'm a clown. I don't know what to say.
He's a clown. But everybody, that's why he's wearing the all black. He's at a funeral. Mine was last week.
At a funeral. I had inspiration from Sean.
He showed up at a funeral with the clown mask. It's just terrible, guys. It's just terrible. But that's all we got for you guys today, man. Those are our topics today. Hopefully you enjoyed them. Let us know if you agree or disagree. Let's talk about what we're excited for, guys. Matt, what are you excited for?
Honestly, I'm excited for, and it's not actually football related. I'm actually excited for 2K. Me and Sean were playing with West Saturday night, I believe. And outside of playing rec, it was actually extremely fun. For those of you who play NBA 2K23, you got on PS5, hey, let us know, hit us up. We'll be more than glad to play with you guys and whatnot. But yeah, it's I know we say this every year. We buy the game. Oh, it's a different game. But I will definitely say, at least for next gen, I can't speak for current gen, it does feel different. Okay,
yeah, more realistic.
I think Sean, it feels a little bit more realistic. So I'll say that NBA 2K23, I made a KD type build, and he was doing pretty good. Some good work there. So that's what I'm excited for.
He's a beast. I'll go next. I'm excited. I was a little worried about this weekend on football, but both my teams won. The team. I'm a Cowboy fan, but I do cheer for the Bucks. I do cheer for the home team. I'm sorry, guys. Don't kill me in the comments, but their defense, man, looked amazing. Dallas, I know I don't have high hopes for them, but their defense looks really good as well. So I'm hyped that we got the wins. I don't care what way we got them, but that's what I'm hyped for, man. Jacob, what you got?
So it's sports related, but it's not football related.
Okay.
I'm just happy that I can say I'm watching one of the greatest seasons in baseball history with Aaron Judge. He's possibly is gonna beat the record for the American League home runs ever. He's also second
Clean.
Clean home run leader. So, which is the American League record is 62. He's at 59 home runs.
Yep.
So he's gonna pass 62, and then he's in second place by only less than a full point average behind the leader for the batting average. And if he passes that and he gets that, he's also going to win the Triple Crown.
Wow. Yeah, that's big.
He leads every single offensive category.
Triple Crown.
So,
Man.
Home run leader and Triple Crown, and then you can put an MVP next to that.
Wow.
It's crazy. And for people that don't know the context of what happened, I'll do a really quick brief.
Yeah.
The Yankees offered Aaron Judge a contract at opening day of a total of 8 years, $225 million, I'm not mistaken, and he rejected it. And in baseball, any contract is fully guaranteed, doesn't matter. He rejected it. He's 30 years old. Most people called him ridiculous for rejecting that. He bet it on himself. This man has gained at least another $100 million
for sure
off of this year.
You really, yep.
So it's going to be sad, but I have a big feeling he's going to leave New York and he's going to go somewhere else. He might go across the town and go to the Mets. That's why I have a feeling it's going to happen. It would suck, but
Time to overpay. Give him a half a billy.
For real. But yeah, that's what I'm excited just to say, wow, I'm seeing a guy. I didn't see Babe Ruth, obviously, but get to see a guy like this and who's doing it clean. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's amazing.
All right, guys. So appreciate watching this episode. And like always, like, share, subscribe, comment. It's that cringy YouTube stuff, but we got to ask. It helps. You guys killed it on the views. Highest viewed episode last week. Appreciate it, guys. Love y'all. Peace.
You are now listening to Regular Guys Podcast.